Distinguished Mr. Vishnu Bahadur Singh, Your Excellencies, dear Mr. Bilal Raj Tuladhar and Mr. Hiranilal Shrestha, distinguished, thank you, distinguished Mr. Krishna Sundarmala and Mr. Chandrakant Acharya, and last but not, Anastasia, and last but not least, the hero of the day, Mr. Arambindu Shrestha. Dear friends, I need to find proper words whether to praise dear Mr. Shrestha. I have full right to call him dear today, because 5 months ago when I came to Nepal, I knew nobody of you, and it was more difficult for me to find the right words when you know nobody. And since that period, I didn't waste my time. I tried to learn more Nepal, and one of the sources of information about your country was one of the books of Mr. Shrestha about his Soviet memories, his memories about the period when he studied in the Soviet Union. And I was very impressed of the language, but even more by the sincerity and the scale of information that he put inside his book. We are very grateful to him. Today, you know that I'm not only a diplomat, I'm also a bureaucrat. We have to report to Moscow what we have done, maybe not we. And thanks to Mr. Shrestha, the scale of our report is getting larger and larger. We can now. I have a chance to add in that of the report. You know, we celebrated the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Russia and Nepal. So good that best people here write books about that. So, this is not the only example of his impact. For these 5 months, as far as I remember, he at least held 3 events where I took part in, and that means how. So he's preparing an event at least once per month and a half, as I see. So his personal impact into the development of Russian-Nepal relations is huge and very impressive. Thank you so much. When I read the book written by Mr. Shrestha, I also watched his photos of youth, and I think that he hasn't changed much. So even if I didn't know that he's the author, I think that I could recognize when looking at the photo that he's he. I think that we are very lucky. Our country was very lucky. In what year you have you went to Soviet Union? In 1985. So it's more than 40 years ago. So our country was very lucky. When a young guy from Badlung chose our country to study, because as a result, we have got a wonderful person, not only an engineer but also a storyteller. And you know that the development of relations between our 2 countries not always was very smooth. Frankly speaking, the best period was in the period. The best period was in the time of the Soviet Union, and in 90s, in the beginning of this century, the development maybe could be more rich, and still. 20 years, 30 years maybe passed since the dissolution of the Soviet Union, and since Nepal people still remember our best times, it is first of all because of storytellers like Mr. Shrestha. And this is another occasion for me just to say thanks to him. I noticed that my colleague Anastasia, Ms. Khokhlova, she told you that she definitely will put this book into the library of the Russian House, but no doubt that it will also go to Russia. It will go to Russian libraries because when we study foreign affairs in Russia, we need this information. Where will sure we have internet for many years, but there is a concrete lack of books like this. When distinguished and very respectable author will share with the young students information how he learned about country, and now thanks to these new books he will share his vision on to the development of relations between our countries for all these not centuries, all these decades. I hope that this book will, first of all, will go to MGIMO. I graduated from the Institute of International Relations of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, so I will take care of that. So once again, I wanted to congratulate you with this book. Congratulate everybody because it is a great day. So many of you also celebrated these prizes, these nominations. So thank you so much, dear friends. Thank you.